Death Valley is an extreme corner of the planet. It's the lowest, hottest, and driest of all national parks. It's also the largest in the lower 48. Death Valley's wonders make it a haven for landscape photography. And in the fall of 2023, I had a chance to visit with my family in tow. We arrived in Death Valley as a monsoon rolled over the mountains from the north. Stout winds churned the valley sands into twisting devils. We settled on a hike up Mosaic Canyon to escape the howling gusts. After the hike, I stopped to shoot some incredible light to the west as the sun began to sink beneath the surrounding mountains. Alright, well, we made it to Furnace Creek here in Death Valley. It's about 4 p.m. after hiking Mosaic Canyon, and it's pretty dang windy, a lot of dust blowing around. I figure this is probably the lowest I've ever camped. I think I don't know what the exact elevation is, but we're definitely below sea level. So I've camped over 12,000 feet and now below sea level. So that's kind of cool. Hurricane Hilary had passed 3 months earlier, leaving a swath of destruction in its wake. At Furnace Creek, 2.2 inches of rain fell in a single day, a new record for the site. That's more than usually falls here in an entire year. As a result, during our trip, many of the park's roads were closed. However, it offered a unique opportunity. Badwater Basin, which at 282 feet below sea level is the lowest point in North America, had filled with water. Like Lazarus, historic Lake Manly rose from its parched grave. I would have loved to visit for sunset. Traveling with my family was rewarding, but for photography, I had to accept that I was not going to be at the best locations for the best light. That afternoon, however, we ventured onto the Mesquite Flat Sand Dunes. Sand dunes are perfect for landscape photography. Swirling, wind-chiseled lines flow in flawless patterns. The unearthly uniqueness lend them intrigue and beauty. Even in less than ideal light, I captured some of my favorite images from the entire 3-week journey. After dipping our toes in the fluffy sand, we ate ice cream at nearby stovepipe wells, then headed back to camp. It was obvious that in a place like this, 3 days is barely an introduction. Too soon, we headed out the next morning. We made one last stop at Zabriskie Point, and said farewell to one of the most unique geologic wonders in the country.